What was the hardest thing about doing over a decade in a cage?
The hardest thing, I mean, of course, you know, family, being away from family. But the really hardest thing for me was having dreams and aspirations and having like shit that you want to accomplish, shit you want to be, you know what I mean? And you can't do it. You know what I mean? So you can read all the books you want, you can better yourself all you want, you can read all the business books you want, you can do it, but you can't do nothing because you can't move, like, you know what I mean? And that was the biggest thing for me because I couldn't, you know, chase my dream. I couldn't, you know, do better for myself.
How'd you get the scar?
I got cut in prison.
Razor blade?
Over the phone, yeah, with a bubble razor. A bubble razor is the razor that they give you to shave, and then you take that razor and then you double it up, and then you turn it into a razor. He cut me with a bubble razor.
Over using the phone?
Yeah, I guess people, you know, it's all about control. So they control the phones and shit, you know what I mean? So the phone was hanging, and I looked around, yo, who using the phone? Nobody. I looked, nobody's on the phone, like nobody's talking, hello, hello. It was just boop, 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 like, so I dialed out, started getting on the phone. I was on the phone with my mother. So I'm like, yo, I'm talking to my moms and shit, somebody taps me. And he like, yo, that's my phone. Like, I'm like, all right, you gonna like wait until I get off? He was like, all right. So I'm like, all right. So I turn around and I'm stupid. I'm facing the wall and I'm talking to my moms. And somebody comes behind me and he grabs my shoulder and then he reaches over and he like cuts me. So I rolled with it and I went this way. And, you know, luckily it didn't really cut me that bad, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was over the phone.
What happened to the guy?
So he cut me, and then I started charging him, started fighting him. He dropped the razor. But then, you know, in Rikers Island, mob is crooked as shit, you know what I'm saying? So the person that cut me was in, you know, it was connected with the officer that was working. So the officer didn't press the pin. She was like, yo, what's going on? So she asked me. So after everybody broke it up, and then like, I'm like, and she asked me, she was like, yo, what's up? You want to go to the infirmary? So that's basically meaning, do you want to press charges? Like, do you want to like report this? So I'm like, nah, I'm good. Like, you ain't gonna write it up? I'm good. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You didn't report it?
So I was just, I'm good. And she was like, all right. So she was like, yo, she moved me to the next side, but they didn't report what happened. They just moved me. So the next day I go to court. It just so happened I go to court. He's going to court. So I go in the bullpen, I see him, and I didn't have a razor, but we fighting him. So like, but all the officers, he been there so long that the officers mess with him. So they kind of just like, you know, so they put me back on the other side. So then I waited a day or two, and then I'm like, you know what, like, this, I can't be in the same spot. We out of here. So I went and got a knife. I went and got a razor, and we fucking, I waited for him. It was like Law Library run. And I waited for him outside the corridor. And he looked out, he came out, and before they buzzed the gate, he looked out the window and he kind of saw me. So he went back and he went to go get a knife, right? So then when he came out, I came out, and he came out and then was like, yo, what's up? He pulled out this fucking big rusty shit, was like this big, a shank. It was like a rod from somewhere, right? Like it wasn't like it was like a flat thing, and he sharpened it so like it would be a knife. So it's a big rusty shit. So he pulled this shit out, and then I had this fucking like little thing, and I'm just like, fuck.
Yeah, you're outgunned basically.
I couldn't. I mean, I was committed already. I couldn't go. I couldn't run. So he had this big ass knife. I didn't know what I was doing. I was young. I really never, at that time, that was my first, like a knife situation. So, you know, he swung the knife and I blocked it. I blocked it with his hand. And instead of securing the hand like I was supposed to do, I was supposed to block it and secure it. But I was so like red, like I just want to harm him. So I blocked it and I let my hand down. And I just started cutting him. Boom, boom, boom.
In the face.
And I started cutting him in the face, head. And he swung again. He swung the knife again and hit me in my neck. Right? And thank God. Like God's with me, like that God is with me. The knife wasn't sharp enough. You know what I mean? If it was sharp enough, the shit was like this, it would have went through my fucking neck. I wouldn't have been here today. We would have never met. You know what I'm saying? And I cut him, but he stabbed me in my neck twice. And after that, I never seen him again. After that, and yeah.